Reza, a question quickly. What do you think is the likelihood that Iran might strike at Israel first, preemptively, rather than wait for an attack to retaliate, to say the attack is coming 100%, so if the war is inevitable, we're better off throwing the first punch?
So we have a few issues. One is that Iran follows the doctrine of never starting a war initially. And that's been the case since the revolution, right? And it's also an Islamic doctrine, Islamic country, that you never attack first, you only defend yourself. But once attack is done, you can then defend yourself to whatever extent you need to. The other issue is we have in Iran elected administration that is really trying its best to do some kind of a deal with the United States. Even though United States literally said, we're distracting you so we can attack you. So I don't think Iran will hit initially. I think Iran is building up its reserves, building up its capabilities. It's adjusting its missile capabilities now that it's got real world experience of what works and what doesn't work. And I believe they would have brought some military equipment from the Russians and the Chinese to bolster up places where they're weak. I do hope they bring in a lot of people say, oh, there's no need for fighter jets and, attack jets and stuff. I generally think that you need to have fighter jets to protect some areas of a vast country like Iran, that there's no defense missile batteries. So hopefully they've plugged in a lot of the holes that existed. And apparently they've rounded up 21,000 possible, spies or people who are acting in a military capacity assisting Israel, and maybe even more than 21,000. So a lot of internal stuff has happened, and they'll continue to do that. But I don't think they will attack first. But I think if they attack this time, they will hit much harder than they have before. And I think they're a little bit more wary of not being relaxed with like they were before, because we're negotiating. There's no likelihood of them attacking now. They got caught off guard. I think this time they're constantly on the defensive in case there is an attack. So, but I do generally believe that Israel will try to attack again. I don't know if it'll be like it was in the air. I think maybe they'll try and instigate groups within and on the borders. I just don't see what else they can do, because they tried economic sanctions. They tried the internal strife in 2021 or two with Masa Amini riots. They've tried, economic and political, and they tried the military. So I don't know what other tool different to these or a combination of these they want to use next that they think, because the people are behind the leadership. That has to go into their calculation of, okay, we can't make the people uprise and then support that kind of regime change. So what else they're gonna do? They can't march in 20, 30, 40,000 mercenaries, because they'll get slaughtered. It's not like Syria, because a lot of the generals, they were getting phone calls right in Iran. They were saying, look, put your weapon down, say that you're not you don't support the Iranian regime, and we'll let you live and your family live. No military general did that. If this was Syria or Iraq in 2014, 13, when Daesh attacked, a lot of people just, ran away. Iranians, none of them did that. So they realized, okay, we can't threaten them like that. Even if there's 20, 30,000, we can somehow muster from on the borders to attack. People will get killed, but those groups will get annihilated. And also Iran right now with Pakistan, they're doing military deal where they get rid of or they attack their enemies in Pakistan, and Pakistan is able to attack its kind of terrorist groups that are based in Iran. So it's trying to neutralize all of these elements, as well as bring in weapons that it doesn't have, as well as upgrade the weapons that it has. So I don't know what Israel can do more than it's done before, but I'm sure it will do something, because it has to. There's no other choice for its expansion other than to get rid of Iran or balkanize Iran.